Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you came? Or looked at someone's face and just for a second couldn't remember their name? If you're over 65, you're not alone. According to the National Institute on Aging, 1 in 9 adults over the age of 65 show signs of memory decline. That's over 7 million seniors in the United States alone. But here's something many people don't realize. What you eat each day can either protect your brain or quietly harm it. Let me tell you about Ruth. She's 72, a retired librarian. Every morning, she'd make toast with jam, brew a cup of sweetened coffee, and read the paper with her cat Maggie. But slowly, her mind began to feel foggy. She forgot doctor appointments. She even got lost driving to the same grocery store she'd been visiting for over 20 years. Ruth thought it was just a normal part of aging, but it wasn't. Not entirely. Her doctor encouraged her to take a closer look at her daily habits, and especially her diet. What they discovered surprised her. Certain foods, eaten regularly, were putting unnecessary stress on her brain. But there were also natural foods that could help heal and protect it. This video isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to give you hope. Hope that your memory can be supported and strengthened, not with pills or expensive treatments, but with simple choices, starting with what's on your plate. Today, we'll talk about 5 of the worst foods for your brain, especially if you're over 65, and 5 of the best foods to help you stay mentally sharp and clear. We'll go through real examples, easy swaps you can make at home, and the science behind how these foods affect your memory. But knowing which foods to limit and which ones to add can help you protect your memory and stay independent longer. So sit back, relax, or take a few notes if you'd like, because by the time we're done, you'll be better prepared to care for the most important part of aging well, your mind. And don't forget to stick around to the end. The 5th food in each list might surprise you, and it just might change the way you eat from now on. Let's begin with the 5 worst foods for memory. Number 1. Refined sugar. The sweet saboteur sugar is everywhere, in your morning cereal, in fruit-flavored yogurt, even in healthy granola bars. But for your brain, especially after 65, refined sugar is not so sweet. Consuming too much added sugar has been linked to reduced brain volume in the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning. That means more sugar could actually shrink the very part of your brain you rely on to remember where you put your keys. A 2017 study in Alzheimer's and dementia found that people who drank sugary beverages daily had poorer memory and smaller brain volumes compared to those who didn't. Ruth, the retired librarian we met earlier, used to enjoy a small glass of orange juice with every meal. But after learning how much sugar was packed into it, she swapped it out for water with a slice of lemon. Within weeks, she said she felt less cloudy and more alert in the mornings. What to do instead? Choose fresh fruit instead of packaged sweets. Cut back on soda, sugary teas, and juices. Look at food labels. Aim for less than 24 grams of added sugar per day if you're female, 36 grams if you're male. Sugar doesn't need to disappear completely, but it should stop running the show. Number 2. Trans fats, the brain fog builders. Trans fats are man-made fats found in some margarines, baked goods, and fried fast foods. They're known for increasing the shelf life of food and unfortunately decreasing the sharpness of your brain. Research published in Neurology in 2019 tracked over 1,600 seniors in Japan and found that those with the highest levels of trans fats in their blood were up to 75% more likely to develop dementia. Think about that. One type of fat could make your brain age faster, and yet trans fats still appear in some frozen pies, crackers, and even popcorn. George, a 68-year-old veteran, loved store-bought biscuits with his coffee. When he learned they contained partially hydrogenated oils, a type of trans fat, he switched to whole grain toast with almond butter. It gave him energy, without the brain fog. What to look for. Read ingredient labels. Avoid partially hydrogenated oil. Skip fried fast food whenever possible. Cook more at home using olive oil or avocado oil instead. A clearer mind might start in your frying pan. Number 3. Processed meats. Preserved food, forgotten names. Hot dogs, bacon, deli ham. These meats may be convenient, but they're often loaded with nitrates, preservatives, and sodium, which can cause inflammation in the body and the brain. A 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found a connection between high processed meat consumption and cognitive decline, especially in older adults. Inflammation in the brain has been directly linked to memory loss and diseases like Alzheimer's. What happened to Ellie? Ellie, a 74-year-old widow, used to make BLT sandwiches every Sunday. When her daughter pointed out the risks of bacon and processed deli meats, they tried something new. Grilled chicken with avocado and tomato on whole wheat bread. It became their new Sunday tradition, and Ellie hasn't looked back. Try this instead. Replace cold cuts with freshly cooked lean meats. Choose plant-based proteins like beans or lentils for a brain-healthy lunch. Limit processed meats to rare occasions, not daily meals. Number 4. White bread and refined carbs. Fast energy, slow brain. White bread, white rice, sugary cereals. These foods give a quick burst of energy, but they break down into sugar so fast they can spike your blood sugar, then crash it, leaving your brain sluggish and unfocused. Over time, a diet high in refined carbs has been linked to insulin resistance and inflammation, both of which are bad news for memory. A study in the journal Nutrients in 2021 showed that older adults who consumed high glycemic foods had significantly poorer cognitive scores compared to those who ate more complex carbs. What you can do: swap white bread for 100% whole grain, replace sugary cereal with steel-cut oats, try brown rice, quinoa, or barley instead of white rice. The slower your carbs break down, the longer your brain stays fueled. Number 5. Alcohol, the quiet memory thief. A glass of wine here and there, not a big deal, but regular or heavy alcohol consumption can have long-term effects on brain health. Alcohol interferes with the brain's communication pathways and can affect areas like memory, balance, and judgment. It also dehydrates the body, and the brain depends on hydration to stay alert. A long-term study published in BMJ followed 9,000 people for over 30 years and found that even moderate drinking was associated with faster memory decline. Carl's story. Carl, 70, enjoyed 2 glasses of wine every evening. After his wife noticed he was forgetting more often, they cut back to 1 glass a few nights a week and added herbal teas to their evening routine. Carl reported feeling more rested and clear-headed after just 2 weeks. Simple tips: stick to no more than 1 drink a day or none at all. Replace nightly alcohol with calming herbal teas like chamomile or lemon balm. Stay hydrated. Aim for at least 6 to 8 cups of water a day. Quick recap: 5 worst foods for memory. 1. Refined sugar, found in juices, baked goods, sweetened coffee. 2. Trans fats in margarine, fried food, packaged snacks. 3. Processed meats like bacon, deli ham, and sausages. 4. Refined carbs, including white bread, white rice, and sugary cereal. 5. Alcohol, especially when consumed regularly. Each of these may seem small, but over time they can quietly impact your clarity, memory, and even independence. But here's the good news. For every harmful food, there's a healthy alternative, delicious, brain-nourishing, and easy to include. In the next part, we'll share 5 of the best foods for memory, especially for seniors, and some of them might already be in your fridge right now. Ready to feed your brain? 1. Fatty fish, brain food from the sea. If there's one food the brain absolutely loves, it's fatty fish. Why? Because fatty fish like salmon, sardines, trout, and mackerel are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, the building block of the brain. Your brain is made up of nearly 60% fat, and omega-3s help keep the brain cells flexible, improving communication between them. That translates to better memory, sharper focus, and even reduced risk of age-related cognitive decline. A 2016 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that older adults who consumed fish at least once a week had better cognitive performance and slower brain aging. Let's go back to Ruth, our retired librarian. After cutting out sugary juices and processed meats, she added salmon into her weekly meals. She started with grilled salmon once a week, then worked her way up to twice. She even tried sardines on toast, and to her surprise, enjoyed them. How to include more fatty fish. Aim for 2 servings per week. Try grilled salmon, tuna salad with olive oil, or baked mackerel. For those who don't like fish, high-quality fish oil supplements may be helpful. Ask your doctor. Simple, delicious, and memory-friendly. 2. Berries. Nature's memory boosters. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. These colorful fruits do more than just taste sweet. They're packed with antioxidants, particularly flavonoids, which fight inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain. A study published in the Annals of Neurology followed over 16,000 older women for more than 20 years. It found that those who ate berries regularly delayed memory decline by up to 2.5 years. Berries help clean up rust in the brain, the kind caused by aging and stress, and promote better communication between brain cells. George, the veteran who gave up store-bought biscuits, began replacing his afternoon cookie with a small bowl of blueberries. After a month, he said he felt less foggy and even remembered old friends' names faster during his weekly poker nights. How to eat more berries. Add fresh or frozen berries to oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies. Keep a bowl on the counter to snack on. Choose organic if possible. Berries tend to absorb pesticides easily. They're sweet, satisfying, and good for both your heart and mind. Spinach, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard. These leafy vegetables are rich in vitamin K, folate, beta-carotene, and lutein, nutrients that have been linked to slower cognitive decline. In a 2018 study from Rush University, older adults who ate just 1 serving of leafy greens a day had memory scores similar to those 11 years younger. That's right, just 1 daily serving could make your brain act a decade younger. Carl, the gentleman who cut down his wine habit, began eating a spinach salad every other day with lunch, sometimes with boiled eggs, other times with sliced avocado. It became a ritual, and he looked forward to the freshness. How to enjoy leafy greens. Add spinach to scrambled eggs or smoothies. Make simple salads with olive oil and lemon. Stir kale into soups or stews. You don't need a gourmet kitchen. Just a few leaves a day can go a long way. Isn't it funny that walnuts actually look like little brains? That's no coincidence. Walnuts are one of the best brain foods on the planet. They're rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3, along with antioxidants, vitamin E, and polyphenols. In a 2020 study from UCLA, older adults who ate just a handful of walnuts a day had better memory scores, faster processing speed, and greater attention span than those who didn't. Ellie, the widow who stopped eating BLTs, started keeping a jar of walnuts on her kitchen counter. Every morning, she'd eat a small handful with her tea. Over time, she noticed fewer senior moments and said she felt a little more herself again. Ways to eat walnuts. Snack on a small handful, about 7 to 10 pieces. Add chopped walnuts to oatmeal or salads. Blend them into smoothies or sprinkle over steamed veggies. They're crunchy, filling, and brain-loving. 5. Turmeric, the golden spice of memory. Turmeric isn't just a kitchen spice, it's a brain ally. Its active compound, curcumin, is a powerful anti-inflammatory that crosses the blood-brain barrier and helps reduce inflammation that may affect memory. In a 2018 study published in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry, adults aged 50 to 90 who took 90 milligrams of curcumin twice a day for 18 months showed significant improvement in memory and attention. Turmeric also helps clear out beta-amyloid plaques. tiny protein clumps associated with Alzheimer's. Ruth, curious about this golden spice, started adding a pinch of turmeric to her scrambled eggs and soups. She even made golden milk, a warm drink with turmeric, milk, and cinnamon. It became part of her nightly wind-down routine. Easy ways to enjoy turmeric. Add a pinch to soups, stews, rice, or roasted veggies. Make golden milk with warm milk, turmeric, cinnamon, and honey. Combine with black pepper. It boosts absorption. It's flavorful, versatile, and adds a warm, earthy touch to your meals while caring for your memory. Quick recap. 5 best foods for memory. Number 1, fatty fish, rich in brain-boosting omega-3s. Number 2, berries, packed with antioxidants that clean up brain stress. Number 3, leafy greens, help your brain act 10 years younger. Number 4, walnuts, small snack, big mental power. Number 5, turmeric, natural memory protector with anti-inflammatory power. Each of these can easily fit into your life. You don't need to make them all at once. Start with one, just one. 1 handful of walnuts, 1 salmon dinner a week. 1 blueberry bowl instead of a cookie. Over time, those little choices add up to something powerful. Your memory is your story. These foods help you keep writing it, clearly, brightly, and with joy. Let's take a moment to look back. We talked about 5 common foods that can quietly harm your memory, especially after 65. Refined sugar, trans fats, processed meats, refined carbs, and too much alcohol. They may seem harmless in small amounts, but over time, they can slowly chip away at the sharpness and clarity you count on each day. Then we explored 5 powerful foods that can do the opposite, protect and even strengthen your memory. Fatty fish, berries, leafy greens, walnuts, and turmeric. Each one backed by science. Each one simple enough to add to your next meal. You don't need to change everything overnight. Small, steady steps can lead to big improvements over time. Maybe that means swapping white bread for whole grain, or adding blueberries to your breakfast. Maybe it's trying salmon once this week, or keeping a handful of walnuts on the counter where you'll see them. These small choices help you hold on to something far more precious than convenience: your memories. The faces you love, the stories you cherish, the little details that make each day feel like home. And the beautiful part? It's never too late to start. If this video gave you something helpful or reminded you that your health is still in your hands, please take a moment to support this channel. Click the subscribe button so you never miss a new tip. Leave a comment below and tell us, which of these foods are you already eating? Which one are you going to try first? And if you know someone who might benefit from this, a parent, a neighbor, a friend, share this video with them, because together we can help more people age with clarity, confidence, and peace of mind. Thank you for watching. Take care of your brain. It's the only one you've got, and it's worth protecting.